Hello, how's everybody doing so far this weekend? So today I did the volunteer event. I do have a couple pictures that I'll be sure to throw up from that. I wasn't able to get a lot of pictures just because it got overcrowded and real busy real fast, and there's a lot of kids in costumes and all that good fun stuff. And also while I was there, we found out that we were not able to go to the Renaissance Fair this weekend, so we're all pretty sad about that. And you know, just hung out a little bit, made some lunch, and took a power nap, and yeah. Outside of that, we have had a couple people ask us in reference to, you know, what sort of ingredients, what sort of things do we look for in our ingredients list when it comes to, like, what is and is not allowed. And I do have a couple examples here of... So we've been telling people stuff like whole foods or whole ingredients, and I guess there's a couple different ways you can look at that as to, you know, how you comprehend that. But so like for instance, this is epic pork rinds, and if you look here on the back, the only ingredients that are on there are pork skin, salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, and salt. So all of those are comprehensible whole ingredients. Like those ingredients, there's not any processing going on. There's no additives or anything like that. And then this one is just goldfish.
Which we don't eat, by the way.
Which we don't eat.
Just
we
there.
Happen to have. But like if you look at the difference between the ingredients list, there's just a plethora of different ingredients on here. Big no-nos like vegetable oils, canola, sunflower, and soybean, all of which would destroy your body, by the way. Yeast, sugar, thiamine, monotrate. So stuff like that that essentially you're going to end up finding in some of these processed foods are huge no-nos. Anything you can't pronounce or say.
Or that you wouldn't have in your kitchen.
Yeah, stuff that you wouldn't have in your cupboard, you know, for cooking, are non-whole ingredients, essentially. So,
yep.
Yeah. She's making bacon in the background, and it smells so good, by the way. So, but yeah, outside of that, do you have any...
I was just going to say, because you mentioned the bacon. This bacon technically does have celery powder in it, which is not, I guess, a carnivore ingredient. So there's a lot of, like, renditions of carnivore. For some reason, almost all carnivores that, you know, we've seen eat bacon. We've tried to cut it down to the, like, simplest bacon that we can. So it's, you know, it has the salt, it has, obviously, the pork, celery powder, and there's one other thing, I don't remember what it was, but no sugar. So I know a lot of people have asked about like sausages, summer sausage, bratwurst, like those are all technically meats, but they all have sugar in them. They all have a bunch of added ingredients, you know, even things like, you know, like onions, you know, like citric acid, lemon, like anything like that. Some of those things are inflammatory, so even though those are whole ingredients, so if you're looking for a whole food diet, yes, those would be okay. But if you're, you know, wanting to do carnivore to, you know, see about like healing any like health issues you're having, those things you also kind of want to cut out. So just depends on what you're looking to do. But most of those processed meats like that are going to have at the very least sugar in them.
Yeah. Oh, we did finish the little butter bites. So here are the butter bites that came out that Kristina made. So you can see they got kind of like those brown crispies, and then if you pop the bottom...
Oh, that one's not very brown. This one has more brown. So the brown like all settles in the bottom, and it tastes really good and salty. We did use salted butter on these ones, so I made some new ones with unsalted butter. And they're little puppies.
Little Fritzy puppies.
Little Fritzy puppies. We haven't tried those yet, but These ones are like super salty where the brown is, so I guess the salt all like settles to the bottom with like the little burnt pieces. So they are really salty, so we tried the non-salted butter, and I cracked a little bit of Salt Lake on top of those just to still give it a salty taste, but so that it's not throughout the whole thing. But do you like these?
I do like them. It does have a little bit of a kick of salt, so
Yeah. Crunchy.
it'll face punch you real good right in the gullet.
So the non-salted ones will be interesting to see if those are a little better, but
Yeah.
But if you're feeling snacky or want to add, fat to your diet, some people say not to use butter as a type of like supplemental fat. So we're looking into getting like more like beef trimmings or like fat trimmings and stuff like that to add in because
The beef tallow.
Because fat is where you get your energy. Because we're not eating carbohydrates. But for the past week or so, I've been pretty like fatigued, and I think it's because I'm not eating enough fat. So who knows? But we'll see.
What she's trying to say is she's going to pour that bacon grease in a cup and drink it like tea.
Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, so we are looking at next week as a possibility of going to the Renaissance Fair on next Sunday. So we did order tickets. They also, when we were looking into it, they have tickets that go on pre-sale and they can sell out apparently, where that didn't used to be a problem.
That's why we
before this year.
today.
That's why we couldn't go. So we did order tickets to go next week. So.
And then we're going again on the 27th with Amber, Harley, Jen, and Kenny.
Yeah. So lots of stuff coming up. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you guys do have additional questions, feel free to add them in the comments on either Facebook or YouTube about anything when it comes to the carnivore diet. So we're enjoying the heck out of it, and we have a couple people in our lives that are looking at trying to jump on the diet as well. So, and if we can help other people accomplish their journey too, then
just to feel good. We also, really quick, made this, which is so it's magnesium, potassium, and salt, just Redmond sea salt. It took me forever to find somebody who actually had measurements to do like a bulk powder, but so 1 teaspoon of this into 16 to 24 ounces of water. We already have like those LMNT packets, but those have, flavorings and stevia in them. So we wanted to make our own so that we could, kind of cut out, because artificial sweeteners are also inflammatory and can, cause bloating and different issues with your body. So we're wanting to cut that out completely too.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this too for the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we do that, I'll let you know how it tastes.
Yeah. Salt water.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.